Today we are in Melbourne in Derbyshire. It's a town of around 5,000 people, 8 miles or 13 kilometres south of Derby. First of all, we're going to go along the old railway line toward the canal, and then we'll have a look at the town itself. The town of Melbourne was once famous for its market gardens. Samuel Robinson started the trade in the area in 1830 and encouraged the development of the industry until at one point there were 150 market gardens in Melbourne. He also lobbied for a railway connection, although what was finally built, a line between the town and Derby operated by the Midland Railway, wasn't the solution favoured by the growers, most of whom were in favour of the Great Northern's plan to build a line between Nottingham and Burton via Melbourne. The Melbourne Railway opened in 1868 between Derby and Melbourne and reached its full extent to Ashby-le-Zouch in 1874. It was operated by the Midland Railway and followed some of the route of the old horse-drawn Ticknell tramway. In 1923, with the grouping of Britain's railways into four large companies, the line was taken over by the London, Midland and Scottish, but by that point it was in decline due to rival bus services. The last regular passenger service ran in 1930, although there was an excursion in 1952 and another in 1971. During the 1939–45 war, the line was used for personnel training, and after the war it was mainly used to transport raw materials from Cloud Hill Quarry. During the 1980s, the line became overgrown, and in 1988 the tracks were taken up and the route was converted into a walking and cycling trail called the Cloud Trail. This follows the old railway alignment and then goes alongside the Trent and Mersey Canal. This seems to be a bridge over a river or a This is the River Trent. I think this one's nicer than the others. And so now we come to a canal. You hear the skylark. So what, you ask, is the connection with Melbourne in Australia? It starts with Melbourne Hall, the family home of William Lamb. In 1805, William inherited the title Lord Melbourne. In 1834, the King appointed him Prime Minister, as the candidate who was likely to do the least damage. But he gained a reputation for efficiency, and from 1837, the confidence of the young Queen Victoria. So much so that when a growing Australian town on the banks of the Yarra asked the Queen to give it a name, she suggested Melbourne. Melbourne Hall is first recorded in 1629, where Sir John Cook owned it. It was further developed in later years, and the gardens were established in 1704. The house is still the home of the Kerr family and is only open to the public in August. The gardens are open from April till September. Stable ales probably doesn't describe you after you've had some. Melbourne was also the birthplace of Thomas Cook, founder of the travel industry.
Well, we